Okay, so today is day 12 of my little apartment garden. Here we have the cilantro, doing very, very well. Then here we have the parsley, and as you can tell, it's starting to come out. Now, I bought this little ball at the dollar store, Dollar Tree, for only $1. And I know it ain't gonna do much for watering, but with the hot heat, I figure it'll help a little bit, keep them moist. And then here we have the basil, and doing very good. Now for the greenhouse, is doing absolutely wonderful. Here we have the oregano. Let me see if I can, there you go, the oregano. And then we have, looks like 2 carrots growing. Now, I had to move the yellow squash and the pole beans over because, as you can see, the roots are growing everywhere. So, I didn't want them to end up growing into each other and strangling each other. So, as you can tell, the green bean is growing wonderful, and we are actually going to transplant those today. And then we have the yellow squash, which is doing wonderful, and we're going to probably transplant those today too. Now, we have a zucchini growing finally. And you see how the dirt is rising? I believe we have a couple more growing up. And then we have the carrots growing, which are doing wonderful, all kinds of carrots. Now, I don't see any of the jalapenos or the peppers growing yet, but you know, they are in the same family, so I'm sure they'll be growing here soon. Now I do have 2 tomatoes growing finally, and as you can tell, the soil is kind of getting a little dry, so I'll probably have to add some water in here again once I'm done transplanting. Now, what I went ahead and did today is we went to the Dollar Tree and they had this potting soil for $1. And I'm going to use that for a temporary solution to transplanting the green beans and the the yellow squash, just until we can get the better stuff, because you know, on a budget the soil works really good, and it'll still have the little pods, so it'll still get the nutrients it needs at this time. And what I also went ahead and did is got 4 of these for $1 at the Dollar Tree. I love Dollar Tree. You can get all kinds of stuff there, and that'll be a good. Now this bucket here would be wonderful to keep the green beans in, because green beans don't have a huge root system, so this will be plenty of room to grow the green beans in permanently. Now the squash we can do the same thing with, but eventually I'll have to move them into a bigger bucket because they do have a huge root system and it won't be enough for them. So I'm going to go ahead and get these transplanted, and then I'll let you see what's going on. Okay, so I went ahead and got the green beans transferred and the yellow squash transferred, and I put them in the window. Now the green bean I accidentally damaged on the transfer. It should be okay. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. If not, we got plenty more that will be growing. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is water them. I got about a cup of water to add to the greenhouse. And I'm just going to pour this in. And then what happens is on the bottom, there are holes. And this water, I don't know if you can see it, but will travel through the holes and will water up all of the plants in here. And plus the greenhouse effect. That will happen as well. Okay, and now what I'm going to go ahead and do is just lightly spray the tops of them just to make sure that they get a little bit of water on the top. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and cover this up. Ooh, bright sun. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and water the green beans. Now, because it's during the day, you don't really want to spray the leaves. Want to make sure they get it good. So in the middle of watering my green beans, my battery on my camera died, so I had to charge them up. All I really did is just water the green beans and water the yellow squash, because you want to make sure the soil is nice and moist, because you just transplanted them. I put the water ball into the green beans just to help give them that extra water. Let's see, and we got our little herbs growing. Now the sun's going down, so it'll be Betty bye time for them soon. As you can see, the greenhouse effect is starting to work on the greenhouse again. Well, this is it for this update, and I will give you another update in just about 3 more days. Bye.